Hello everyone, my name is Born. I'm the founder of European Self-Publishers Group, and in this video I'm going to address an important question, or not really a question, fear that some accountants in European countries try to spread when people ask them about how to set up a US LLC, or what are the costs, obligations when I have a US LLC when I live in a European country. Well, I sent a simple email to my accountant, and you don't have to be worried at all. I don't think they have a clear understanding what are the obligations in the US. They compare the obligations with a real enterprise in their own country, for example, Netherlands or Belgium or Spain. And they think that the US has the same law, same kind of laws, same kind of rules. They heard something that big companies had compliancy officers and had to comply to a lot of rules. But we are talking about an LLC, the most simple form of a business. And the only thing it's taxed as a C-CORP, which is not the same as a real C-CORP. So here's the answer of my CPA lawyer. Let me show it to you guys. So I added no. Do you really need a compliance officer? No. Do you need to pay thousands of dollars to meet the compliancy rules in the US? No, a big no, 2 times. I'm showing you what compliancy rules are for LLC, Texas C Corporation, a summary. And you already know them. Number 1, file annual reports in Wyoming, pay the annual fee, and maintain a registered agent in the state. Well, if you followed my training, you already know that you have to have a registered agent representing your business in Wyoming, and you already know that 12 months after the foundation of the company that you have to inform Wyoming about your business that's still operating and to keep it in good standing. So here he also says this is done every single year to keep your company in good standing. But with not a registered agent, I just check the box and they have to do it for me. So nothing to worry about. And I assume you did the same. I'm sure some business provides the same service for you. So just double check it, but don't worry. That service can be done. Or you can do it yourself, as my CPA accountant suggests, but don't even bother. If the registered agent can do it, just do it so you don't have to think about it. Number 2, file an annual form 1120 US Corporation tax return for your LLC. Well, this is just a normal yearly tax declaration which you have to do. Like in any country, even if you live in France, Spain, Belgium, you have to inform the tax organization in your country yearly. Well, if you have an LLC, Texas C-Corp, of course you have to do the same. That's just common sense. And you hire your accountant, your CPA lawyer, to do that for you. But that's also something you already know. I have my own CPA lawyer. Ping me if you want his details. I can give them to you, but of course, because it takes a lot of work and to find a good one, he's really cheap. He charges 1/3 of other CPA's lawyers. He only charged me $200 to do the yearly tax declaration. And as you know, if you saw the other video, I paid over 1,600 euros in Spain for all year to be compliant with the Spanish law for all year long. And in the US 200, and that's it. And he says the deadline for this return is April 15th of each year. So in my case, I sent an email to my CPA lawyer, I think February 29th, it's leap year. And I think he did it March 2, my tax declaration was done, and March 3, I paid him $200, done. I only sent him one Excel sheet. I didn't send any invoices, nothing. One Excel sheet, all the costs I made, all the revenue I received, that's it. So until now the compliance rules are quite doable, easier than in Europe, in my opinion. And then the third thing, if the LLC is going to pay dividends to the shareholder owner, which is you are the main shareholder, your single member LLC taxes C-CORP only as one shareholder, that's you. The dividend distributions are likely to going to be subject to the US federal withholding taxes. Don't worry, maybe you get scary now, but there are three ways to pay yourself as the owner of the LLC. Number one, you pay yourself a salary. Then you have to have a real payroll system. You have to pay Social Security in the US. And there's some other rules in your local country. And that can be quite complex, and you need to have some kind of payroll system. You can get them with online services. Accountancy service you can do online, like QuickBooks and others, and Wave. But you have to pay something extra every month, maybe $15 or $20 to have that service done for you. But number two, if you pay yourself a management fee, you just transfer the money from US to, in my case, Spain or whatever country you live in. So, and then at the end of the year here in Spain, my local accountant is going to check, okay, how much did you pay out? Okay, so how much tax do you have to pay? And that's it. And number three is dividends. Well, the difference between management fee and dividends, management fee are seen as costs, like a salary. So if you make, for example, $100,000 revenue this year, and you invest about 40K dollars in new books, in software, in VAs, in whatever, and you pay the other 70K to yourself as a manager's fee, at the end you make zero profit, but you receive $70,000 as a management fee, but the profit of your company is zero. So you don't have to pay any profit tax, and you cannot even pay yourself dividends because there's no money left. So no need to pay yourself dividends. And even if you, for example, decide I'm going to pay myself $50,000 a year instead of 70, and you leave the $20,000 in the company, you can leave up until about $200,000 or $300,000. I don't remember exactly top of my head. I have to Google it. In the company, so you're not obliged. You don't have to pay dividends. It's only when you want to. If you reach the $300,000 in the company, in that case, the US government, the IRS, is going to say, okay, now you have to pay yourself, and you cannot leave more than $300,000 in the company. But I think the first year we won't have that problem yet. So that's for later worry, if you know what I mean. So don't be afraid of the compliancy rules, the annual thing. If some accountant scares you, just this is what my US CPA lawyer says, and they don't have a clue what they're talking about. And they are really talking about the US part of the business, because you have a US company which pays you out. It doesn't make sense that you also have to inform your own local tax organization in Spain or France or Belgium, Netherlands or Germany, whatever, Italy, about what you're doing in the US. You only need to know how much you pay out yourself. So they don't, it's not their business what kind of costs or revenue and profit you have. They only are interested, and they only can ask you how much you pay out, and they will tax, of course, that your management fee they will tax, of course, but they cannot ask you to do some compliance rule to inform them every 3 months what you do in the US, because that company is based in the US and not in Italy, not in France, not in Spain. So nothing to worry about there. So I hope this video helped you. So don't be afraid to set up an LLC in the US for that reason. Of course, this is not real legal advice. I'm not an accountant, not in Europe, not in the US. It's just my best intention to give you the best advice possible. And I used advice I paid my own accountant for, and I shared with you guys. So that's it for this video. I hope it really helps you, and let me know if you have any questions about it. Okay, see you next one. Bye now.